Questions for Trinidad Chambliss.
Trinidad, do you think today was your best performance of your career?
I wouldn't say so, honestly. We played great. I feel like I had a good game. There's still a lot that I could clean up, though, for sure.
Jim, what would you have said if I told you in June that you would be the starting quarterback for a CFP lock that is 11-1?
I tell you, you're crazy. I couldn't imagine this, but obviously God had different plans. I was just following His plans and, riding the wave as the season went on, as the year went on. It's been a journey, and it's been fun so far.
Trinidad, speaking of that journey, obviously you were walking around the stadium with the Egg Bowl trophy, having the opportunity to hand that off to your mother. What was that experience like for you?
Man, that was amazing. Just seeing so many people out here, Ole Miss fans. It was just great to see, and to have that moment with my mom was unbelievable, and we'll always remember that moment.
Trinidad, you put that tweet out during the week, and obviously that's kind of been the talk, Coach Kiffin's future. But what's your relationship been like with him from May, June to today?
Yeah, it's been great. Coach Kiff is really personable. He's great with all of our players and our team, and I feel like that's why we play hard for him. We play for a guy who wants to win and wants to compete like us, and that's easy to play for. So.
Trinidad, it feels super important now, like after the regular season, to ask about trying to come back and what that could be for you. Just what does that process even look like, and do you know like when you could get word on it? Or?
Yeah, so we're still waiting to hear word on that. Hopefully we get some communication back maybe next week. That would be great, for me to get another year, just another year of the offense, having a spring, and just developing more and on this level too. So that would definitely be huge to get another year.
Because you're appeal for it, right?
Waiver, yes sir.
Yeah, waiver, yeah.
Yep.
On that point, it feels like y'all may have probably locked up on at least a ninth and another home game this season. What does it mean to get to go back and potentially have a playoff game in front of the fans at home?
Yeah, it's great to be back in the vault. Hopefully we have a home playoff game and have a great game in front of our fans, and it's not the last time we'll have a home game, so that's good.
You feel like y'all done enough to earn that?
Yes sir, most definitely. This team has battled, and our one loss is to Georgia on the road by one score, so I feel like we definitely earned it and we deserve to be in the college football playoffs.
Trinidad, this team has never won 11 games in the regular season until today, and this team has never made it to the college football playoff until this year. You guys kind of rubber stamped that today. What point did it kind of dawn on you that you're making history here at Ole Miss?
Probably after the game. Coach Kitt, we knew that, no Ole Miss team has ever been 11-1 regular season. But we couldn't get too, caught up in that. We just wanted to play ball and just get the win. So it definitely hit me after the game, seeing all the fans and then just celebrating in the locker room, all the cigars, and it was just great though. So I'm glad that we made history, and we're rolling right now.
In your personal role in that, how special is that to you to be part of history?
It's a dream come true. I've said it all year that I've dreamed to be a Division I quarterback. That was my dream when I was a little kid. Playing the game, and now I'm living in it, and I gotta enjoy that. Slow down sometimes and just look around while I'm doing it. But it's been amazing so far. I'm truly blessed, and I gotta give thanks to God.
I saw earlier in the day, apparently your original jersey was stolen out of your locker room. Did that add any motivational factor for you play to that?
I thought it was kind of funny, but it's very disrespectful, honestly. It kind of shows you like what kind of school Mississippi State is. They've always had brawls and fights and whatnot, and we can't get too caught up in that. But that was very disrespectful, and didn't really like that. So.
Are you confident that Lane Kiffin coaches you guys in that whatever that next game is?
Yeah, most definitely. Yep.
The videos haven't really come out yet from the locker room. I'm sure they will. But what was it like being in there with cigar smoke and all that?
Man, it was very smoky, very foggy, but it was cool to see all my guys, even the trainers, managers, and people who work for us. They're soaking it in. Some of them are seniors. This is their last ride, and it's just really cool to see how this special group made history, and that we achieved so much this season so far, and we're not done yet.
Was that a surprise, or did y'all kind of talk about that if y'all were able to get the win, that y'all would celebrate in that way?
No, I think it's mandatory if you win the Egg Bowl that you have cigars and that you're celebrating in the locker room. But yeah.
That brawl that you guys had there, did you see what sparked that? What were some of the things that were said?
Honestly, I got hit, so I was kind of banged up. But I think that they were battling out for the ball. They might have thought it was a fumble, and then obviously pushing and shoving happens, and if one person shoves and the whole bench is cleared and whatnot. And I think Mississippi State's bench cleared fast, and our guys were pretty much on the sideline. I mean, that's what we're taught. We're pretty disciplined, and we're not just going to let anyone push us around, though. We're a really physical team, but yeah. So.
Who have been some of the leaders through this last few weeks stretch that have kind of kept you guys focused through the whole time?
I mean, I really can't point anyone out, but I would just say this whole team's just focused, and honestly, we just want to win. you know, we will do whatever it takes to win, and we're so locked in and not worrying about anything else but the team right now. So we're just ready to, you know, play our next opponent.
Trinidad, obviously we talked about your jersey being taken and then the fight that broke out today. At what point did it really dawn on you how big of a rivalry this actually is? I know you've heard about the Egg Bowl, and I know Tom Luke talked to y'all earlier in the week, but from a first-hand experience, what was it like?
Yeah, very intense. You know, when you get word that your jersey was stolen before the game, that kind of tells you how big the rivalry is and how serious it is. Tom Luke had a very emotional speech to us, and it kind of got to me, really, because I think he got banged up his senior year, actually knocked him out of the game, and then they were ringing his phone, you know, bragging about how, you know, they won. So obviously now I have some light to that rivalry now. They stole my jersey. And obviously, yeah, I'll hate Mississippi State for the rest of my life now, for sure. So.
Got time for one more question.
This was a team that lost a lot of starters. Coach Kiffin, you know, pretty much time this season said that this was supposed to be a rebuild year. You know, quarterback coming from Division II to SEC powerhouse. At what point in the season did you know that this team was special? This team could potentially make a playoff run?
You know, I was kind of questioning, and I was wondering to some of the guys, like I was asking them before the season, like, how do we compare to like other SEC schools, or how do we look in the fall camp? Because I only knew Division II ball, so I really couldn't compare to anything else. But they were saying this group is, you know, really good. We got some guys. Obviously, they were saying that last year's guys were, you know, much better, more skilled. But, I mean, that's just college football. Like, if you have a good coach and a good guys that, you know, work hard and, you know, strive to be great and will do whatever it takes to win, you could do whatever, honestly. No matter who you're playing or who you're playing with, 0-star, 4-star, 2-star. I mean, you could do whatever you can if you put your mind to it, really.
Thanks, Trinidad.
Thanks for
Appreciate
that.
you guys.
Thanks.